Hey, it's Paul Sold from Super Easy Apps, and I just want to show you sort of what's going on. I'm doing a speed sort of coding session. There's a lot of like little details that I'm fixing. I didn't want to bore you with too much details on what's going on in the application, but I kind of want to show how far I got. So this is the app right now. I was just working on updating this menu, so there was a lot of little things. There was also some dead code I was cleaning up using GitHub a little bit just to track all my changes, everything in Git, and just making some commits, trying to sort of separate the work as I worked on it so that I can potentially review some of that with you. And it's just kind of gnarly, like fix up stuff. So on my screen, you can see I've got the share collage button, the share photo table, and the settings button. And I think I snapped a screenshot. I don't know if I actually shared it, so it might be in my share of what this actually looked like. So let's go to photos. And one of these, or did I screenshot it there? Here we go. So this is what it used to look like. This is the share collage, create HD collage. These two are like competing features. At the time, it was like intensive to do some of this. So I was like, I'm just going to like do a quick screenshot where it just renders out the UI. And it was super low resolution. This was before Retina devices. Now with Retina devices, it looks pretty good. So I think I might just not use this HD collage anymore. It's got bugs and I didn't feel like fixing them. So I just kind of want to trash that feature. The settings screen I just fixed up so that it now shows. It wasn't showing on iPad. And then the info screen wasn't a high value screen. It would require work to fix it up. I didn't want to. It's an old storyboard file. So I'm just getting rid of it. And then the email us, the same thing. I don't want to deal with additional emails about this app. I just wanted to get it out there so people can use it. If they really want to email me, they can see my developer stuff online. Okay. So that got cleaned up. And then I think my one next screenshot, this is the settings. I'm going to work on this next. I'm not there yet. That's coming up, but just working on the collage feature, just testing that out. And now the tutorial screen. So playing around with this. There's some stuff I want to still clean up. Like if we come back into the app, sharing photo table would take you to the App Store. The app's not on the App Store, so that's not going to work just yet. Need to get it approved again. And then the settings screen is here. Right now, the background color, I need to use the new picker. This works on iPhone. It doesn't work here on iPad. So if I click on this, we see this little picker, and this is a pretty gnarly picker, but this is what I used a long time ago to try and get this to work. This one doesn't seem to work. The help album does work, so that takes you right here. And then the other thing I want to get rid of is the tutorial screen. Because the tutorial screen doesn't work on iPhone because it wasn't designed for such big devices. And none of the features actually are the same, and the UI is totally different. This is like this is iOS 6. So it looks gnarly compared to what we have now. So it's just not even worth it. So that's going to get axed. There was a video feature. I really like doing this type of stuff, but this app is so old, it doesn't matter. I need to just get it working. So a little bit more cleanup in this menu, and you can see this is working. So I can share the collage. It brings this up, and I wish there was a preview, but I'm not going to worry about that. I think I have to have a URL saved to disk, which I actually might, now that I think about it. Or am I just working with UI image? I'm not sure. And so that's kind of what I've been working on today. So watch the video and sort of let me know if this is interesting. I'm just going to speed it up and maybe talk about it or just play it. We'll see how I feel. Let's dive into this speed coding session. Okay, so as we're doing this, I'm going to be looking at stuff. I had an issue. I think I had to restart my iPad. So every now and then you have to restart a device if it's not working. Here I'm trying to update the menu, testing it on iPhone, testing it on iPad. I have this old UI popover, so I've got some notes that I've been making as I've been working, which I highly recommend. So some of these issues that I'm fixing are repetitive, and you can sort of see in here, I'm committing changes as I work. So I fixed one of the menus to use the new UI popover button, and we'll see that shortly. as I'm sort of committing that code, just making sure everything's sort of a little bit cleaner, trying to find all the places. So as we work on it, here's the actual menu that I'm trying to update. There's some old UI. I'm trying to decide like, what do I keep? What do I get rid of? I decided I didn't want the info page anymore, and I didn't want the email us page anymore. So I got rid of those two options in this menu that's on the right side of the screen. And then I was looking at some of the settings that pop up afterwards, trying to figure out, okay, how is everything connected? So soon you'll see I fixed one of the popovers, but I'm still fixing more popovers because there's a new presentation stuff that we have to do. I'm not exactly sure exactly what I'm doing as I'm working, so I'm just sort of taking notes, trying to modify things, comment out code, rearrange. Once I think I sort of have it working, then I get rid of old code. But there's a lot of logic here that I wasn't sure if I still needed. And I'm just trying to decide, okay, do I need this? Do I not need this? So you'll see sometimes I write questions to myself. You can pause this at any point if you just want to sort of look at the code that I'm modifying. But there's just a lot of code. And figuring out icons. I didn't like the icons. Then there's some of these color picker stuff. So that's another thing I have to do. So I added that to my to-do list. Up next, now you can see the actual new pop-up button and some of the icons that I threw in there. I didn't like the two icons for the sharing, so I'm going to modify that in a little bit. And then I was trying to see, can I see a preview of this? I think I need a file in order to show a preview. So right now I think I have a UI image that I've just generated. So I'd have to save it to disk in order to see that preview. And right now it's not worth it. So I'm just trying to get this on the App Store. And so I have to be a little bit surgical with the changes that I'm making. I'm just trying to fix crashes and bugs so that I can get this on the App Store. Okay, so this is me trying to see like, how can I make this activity sheet work better? Cleaning it up. For some reason, I was preventing you from sending messages with the content. So here we're updating a little bit more. And you can see I'm looking for some kind of icon that would make sense. And I just sort of settle on the heart because it was simple. So play around with it and test it. And so that's it. So hope that was useful. Click the like button if you're interested in more stuff like this. I'm going to do another work session and then sort of talk through those changes and sort of show you where I get to in the next work session. So thanks for watching, and I'll check you in the next video.